Hi, this is Kim with KWE Publishing, and today I want to show you how to order your author copies of your book. So I'm logged in here to IngramSpark. This is where it defaults to the home page. And what you want to do is look here on the left-hand side on the menu and click on Orders. So once you click on Orders, it will show you potential titles that you can order. Well, first it says place an order, and what you could do is click on add product. So once you click there, then you can select which book you want. Gonna choose From Mess to Message, and I will also do Authentic Love. Gonna go ahead and click on add to order. And as you can see up here in the book list, it shows both of the book titles. Um, Here under shipping address, this is where you select who is going to receive the um, uh, books. So you would select your address, and then under return address, you can select a return address, and you can make it your own or you can select somebody else. Here you would want to select United States or whichever country you're in. Click continue. This is nice. It breaks it out into order details. If you were to say, oh snap, I forgot to add another book, you could add it right here. Here's some options that you have. You can select how many copies of each book you want. Let's say I want 20 copies of each book. You see, I changed it to 20 and 20. What you want to make sure and do is click on this button here in the right called Update Pricing, because otherwise everything's kind of all grayed out. Um, so once that appears, let's see, and it's kind of handy too. It shows you the unit cost. So it shows you the author copy cost per book. Of course, that doesn't include the shipping and handling and whatnot. But we will get there. So we're hitting update pricing. Looks like it's doing its thing. And now it has updated the total. As you can see here, what I did was I scrolled down to the bottom. I'm going to scroll back up and show you guys a couple of things. One is there's printing options. So here under printing options, you can select to either have your printing done via economy printing, which is usually in 5 business days, or like this, or you can select for a little bit more rush service, when this means that your books are printed in 1 business day. That can be super handy, even though it's a little bit more if you want to have your books come sooner than later. Your shipping options are important as well. You want to make sure that you select what works well. If you have a company, you can select commercial ground, or if you are residential, you can select standard ground, and that usually arrives in about 1 to 6 days. So what I did was I clicked on the link that was in there. IngramSpark has a handy chart that shows you um, commercial ground 1 to 6 business days, residential ground 1 to 6 business days. Basic shipping is not trackable, and so I really don't suggest using that unless you feel brave and you don't need to have a tracking number. Commercial overnight, uh, delivers overnight for either commercial or if you select residential overnight. You can select commercial second day air or residential second day air, um, and economy heavyweight. That's if you're ordering a large order. And so, yeah, so when you come back over here, select what works best for you. I'm going to say I would like this commercial ground. And fortunately, it already updates the options. Let's say I decide, instead of paying 221.29, I want to do the economy service. I'm not a big rush. My book signing is in 2 months from now, so I'm just going to choose commercial ground. Then what you do, if you have a promo code, you would enter it here and then click on proceed to payment. Um, Once you get to proceed to payment, of course, it gives you a dashboard view of what you have selected. You can either select a new card to enter, or if you have an existing card on file with IngramSpark, you can use that. And here under order notification, if you select it, you will receive an email. And let's say there's somebody else that you want to have receive uh, an email as well. That can be super helpful if you're ordering books for someone. That's great. The customer reference number, I like this because you get to customize it and make it your own. What I like to do often is I will put in a handy note to myself to say, 20 copies of From Mess to Message, 20 authentic love. As you can see, I'm doing it shorthand, so 20 mess, 20 authentic. I always like to put the date when I order, so you could type that in, whatever you want it to be. And then when you're ready, you select your payment option. I'm not going to do it, but because this is for example, but it's nice to take a look and check. And then once you click your card, then you go ahead and submit. All right, I hope this is helpful.